Hi guys, I want to do a video about our cages and how we clean them. First, I want to talk a little bit about what's recommended and what our current status is. We currently have 3 cages. One cage has 4 boys, one cage has 2 boys, and one cage has 2 girls currently, after our loss of Elliot. As you should know, you should never have just one guinea pig. They're social creatures and require a friend. So with that being said, housing for 2 guinea pigs at the bare minimum required by the Humane Society of the United States is 7.5 square feet. Keep in mind that if you have boys, it's definitely better to go bigger because they're more likely to fight and be territorial. With that being said, the minimum requirement for 4 guinea pigs is actually just 13 square feet. However, we have 4 boys living together. You can't go wrong with a little extra space. Our cage housing the 4 boars is 4 CNC grids by 4 CNC grids, which averages at about 20 square feet, which may sound like a lot, but they still get in some little tips. So it's important to make sure that they have the space to hide from each other when necessary. On the back end of the 4 boar cage is where Teddy and Remy live. It shares a wall so the boys can still interact and smell each other. This cage is 2 by 4 CNC grids, which is about 11 square feet in total. They appear to be very happy in their back little corner. Lastly, we have the girls. Their cage is a bit different. In contrast to the CNC grids that the boys have, their cage is made out of 2 Midwest cages combined into one. Each Midwest cage averages about 7.2 square feet, which is actually less than the required minimum for 2 guinea pigs. However, when you combine them, they've got plenty of space. Now, for the cage cleaning process. We're going to focus specifically on the boys' cage, but you can get the idea on how we do the girls as well. Same process. The first step, release the beasts. If they're in the cage, it's too much of a hassle to really clean it. And here we're going to show you how we literally replace the fleece liners, shake them off, and do the full deep clean. After the pigs are enjoying some floor time and we've gathered all of the stuff required for the cage cleaning process, we start by removing the objects out of the cage. Then we take the fleece liners, lift them, shake them into the trash can, and use a brush to brush off as much hay and hair and anything excess that we can possibly get out of the fleece liners. The next step is to use a broom and dustpan and sweep up any excess hay. This is an important step because hay will clog a vacuum cleaner, and all that does is create a mess and an extra hassle. Seriously, Brody? At this point, we use the vacuum to clean out anything else that's possibly remaining in, around, and next to the cage. Now it's time to get our freshly washed fleece liners to lay them out in the cage. We keep an extra set of fleece liners so that we can make the swap almost immediately, but I do know that sometimes that's not a financial option, and in those cases using towels or other kinds of blankets to cover the space for the time being, it usually works just fine. Once the fleece liners are in place and the cage is all prepped and put together, the last steps are to add all of the pigloos and hideys back into the cage, and then we just herd them back in and fill up their hay rack, get them for food, fresh water. Everything goes back where it's supposed to be. One thing I do want to mention is that throughout the week, at least once a day, if not twice, we use the handheld vacuum to get all the poo, and we use a broom and dustpan to sweep up as much of the hay as possible. This helps both the pigs and the smell and keeps everything clean and tidy. Well, that's all for our weekly guinea pig cage cleaning routine. I like to finish off with some short videos from the pig cams.